What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So on this video, I'm going to talk to you guys about my full body workout routine. I'm going to give you guys a sample and talk about it. If you watched my last week's video, I showed you guys the benefits of a full body workout routine, why it's such a great routine, especially if you're a natural bodybuilder, natural lifter. So go ahead and check that video. I'll put a link on the description for you if you haven't seen that yet. But yeah, let's get going to this video, you guys. So pretty much what I'm showing you on this video is pretty much just a sample of my full body workout. This workout, I actually did it on Monday. It was a compound movement concentrated workout, so I hit pretty much all the compound movements possible for my full body, targeting every single body group. So the first movement I actually started off with was actually 2. So I like doing somewhat of a mini superset. The reason for that is really just to save time in the gym. You're not there too long, because it is kind of a long workout since you're hitting everything on your body, right? And so pretty much what I did is I did a movement for my chest and then a movement for my back. So in this scenario, like I said, since I'm doing a compound focused workout, is I started off with bench press for my chest. So I highly recommend bench press being one of the compound movements for your chest. It's going to be a great overall mass developer, a really good way to also track your progressive overload with time. So start off with bench press, you guys. I did 3 sets for this movement. So I did 3 sets. First 2 sets were just kind of preparation sets. On my last set is where I give my highest intensity. I give them my all, almost going to failure on my last set. All these video clips are actually video clips of my last sets I did. Just to save time, I didn't want to record every single set I did that day because then this video would be a lot longer. But yeah, you guys, so this is my bench press set, and then right after that I walked over to a pull-up bar and I did some pull-ups for my back. So this was just the movement that I chose. On the rep scheme for the pull-ups, really, I don't really have a certain number. I kind of go by feel on the pull-ups. So I do enough pull-ups on the first 2 sets where I'm not going failure. Maybe I had like 2 more reps in me. And then on my last set, that's the one where I will give as many pull-ups as I can, really, to failure. But yeah, so I did this little mini superset, engaging my chest and my back. Alright guys, so the next movement I did was overhead standing press, and so with this movement it's really focusing on my shoulders. It's going to give you really good development on those if done correctly. So with this movement, again, I did 3 working sets. First 2 sets not going to failure up until my last set, which is what you're seeing here. This is the last set that I did. I'm going to as many reps as I could with the weight chosen. Something to keep in mind, you guys, is the weight that you see on all these video clips. It's not just like a random weight that I'm just like, I'm gonna put this much on the bar and just kind of go with that. This is all calculated. I do write down my progress. And so I have numbers that I'm working off of, percentages. So that way week to week, I'm actually making progress and not sticking to the same weight. So just, a quick tip for that. I used to do this movement, seated. So, you can also do it seated. But I just felt that with doing it standing, it focuses a lot more on engaging your core, which, you kind of get some benefits from that. So that's just my personal preference on this specific day. So I did it standing. After I got done with my overhead presses, I went over to go do some arms. So again, I did a mini superset workout on here. So I did a bicep and tricep targeted routine here. So what I did is I did standing bicep curls with barbell. The reason for that is because you can put on more weight with a barbell than if you're doing maybe like dumbbells or something like a preacher curl. You can put more weight. Being that this is a compound movement focused routine, you want to put on more weight with these movements that you're doing on this specific routine. So I did the barbell curl, and then after that I supersetted with the closed grip bench press for my triceps. So that's a really good compound movement, again, because you can put on more weight than normal than doing something like maybe some cable pull downs or something like that for your triceps. You can put on more weight with this movement. So that's what I chose. So I did, again, 3 sets doing the curls and then going over to the closed grip bench presses. Me personally, I like to keep my width about 6 to 10 inches apart. I'll mix it around. Sometimes I'll keep it a little bit closer. Sometimes I go a little bit wider, but as long as it's within, closed range, you're gonna hit a lot more of your tricep than your chest or your shoulders, if you really, get the mind muscle connection that's going as well. You can really hit your triceps a lot better. All right, yeah, so next movement I did after that is I actually went to go do another back movement. And the reason for that really is because even though I know we're only doing 1 movement for each body group, on your back you have so many muscles, and it works, it's so complex where I feel like you have to do a pull down movement and then some sort of a row movement, to really get, your whole back. So on this specific day, I did bent over barbell rows, which are my absolute favorite for, overall back development. So really good movement. So if you've seen some of my other videos, I'm a huge advocate of form. So on this specific movement, I really like to go low on my body, so I'm really doing like a 45-degree angle. I see a lot of people do more of a 90-degree angle or almost standing because one, they have too much weight, they're just ego lifting, and at that point you're not really even doing your back, you know, you're hitting more of your trap area, you know, rear delts and stuff like that. So tip with this, you guys, is get as close as possible without getting hurt to a 45-degree angle. It's really gonna put more stress on your back. So the next movement, you guys, since my whole upper body is already done, I hit everything on my upper body, is I'm doing lower body now. So I'm focusing on my legs at this point now. So for the choice of a compound movement, I did squats. It's really gonna hit everything on your legs, your hamstrings, your quads. You know, there is ways you can emphasize more of quads or hamstrings depending on your form. So I did kind of a neutral form where it's gonna hit really both. You know, it's gonna give you best of both worlds really on this way. So not too narrow, not too wide. So really focusing on my legs completely. So it's a really good movement. Again, I did 3 sets for this. Not going failure on the first 2 sets up onto my last set. That's the one where I, you know, did give it my all. So that was my compound movement for my legs. So next movement after I did my squats is I went over to go do some calves. So I did some calf raises on a machine. So just, you know, 3 sets again, kept it around low reps since this is a heavy, you know, compound movement day. So kept the reps low, the weight high. So that was pretty much it for my full body workout there. All in all, it took about an hour and around 15 minutes overall. Rest times in between sets and movements and stuff like that. So in between my sets, I rest around a minute. So give about 1 minute rest time in between moving on to the next set. In between exercises, let's say I'm doing, you know, my back and chest and then moving on to my shoulders, I rest around 2 to 3 minutes, you know. So if you do, you know, if you keep this momentum, you should get this workout down in about, you know, around an hour. So you're not going to be at the gym too long, you know, if done properly. You know, if you want to add a little bit more volume, you can. You know, me specifically on this day, I did not worry about that because I'm going to do more of a higher volume day on the next days coming up this week. So on this specific day, you know, it's more focused on high weight, low reps. You know, if you want to, like I said, add more volume, maybe at the end of each set do some sort of a movement. So maybe after doing bench press, go do some flies, you know, for maybe a set or 2. You know, nothing too crazy because you're gonna give, you know, too much volume. Remember, again, you're gonna do too much protein breakdown, you know, which you don't want. You just want to stimulate your muscle, you don't want to, you know, annihilate it. So just a tip on that, you guys. Again, this is not the absolute best workout routine possibly ever that you have to do. This is just an idea, you guys. This routine is gonna work really well for somebody who's natural, right? If you're natural, you're a bodybuilder and you wanna make some gains, really good workout routine. Maybe somebody who doesn't have a lot of time on their hands to go to the gym every single day, you know? So maybe you have, you know, kids at home, or maybe you're going to school and you don't have, you know, all the time in the world to go to the gym every single day. Then, you know, something like this is gonna work out because you're only gonna go, you know, 3 times per week. But if you do it effective, you're gonna get a really good workout overall on your body and you're gonna be able to make some gains. So that's just, you know, some of my tips on that. You know, I really like doing like push-pull routines, push-pull legs. Those kind of routines are other routines that I really like to implement myself. For these past 2 months, this is what I've been doing is a full body workout. I've seen really good results out of it. But yeah, you guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and thumbs up it. Go ahead and share it if you like. And if you guys like the content that I'm giving you, if you guys like this channel, I'm trying to give you guys good, honest, truth information. You know, if you're a natural bodybuilder, there's a lot of obscured information out there that might not work for you, that I know I have tried myself and it just kind of wasted my time, and I don't want to do that for you guys, you know, as my viewers. So just, you know, keep that in mind. So I'm trying to give you guys, you know, transparent information here that, you know, I think will really help you out if you give it a try. But yeah, you guys, feel free to subscribe to my channel and I'll see you guys soon.
Where are they at though?